A very good evening to you. It is exactly 4 p.m. on this 5th day of February 2024. Many thanks for joining us at this particular moment in time for the trending news here on Lookuptv. Remember, you can watch this bulletin live on our Facebook and YouTube pages at Lookuptv. We begin this bulletin now, and panic, of course, this morning gripped Mradi village, the area that bore the brunt of Friday's gas explosion in Embakasi, Nairobi County, over a suspected fresh gas leak. Now, the residents reported smelling a gas similar to the one that wafted through their nostrils on Friday last week, moments before the horror incident that left at least 6 people dead. Residents, of course, were evacuated out of the fear of the unknown. Moving forward, Polish President Andrzej Duda is in the country for a 2-day official visit. Duda was received by President William RUTO at State House Nairobi, where he received a 21-gun salute and inspected a guard of honor ahead of talks. President Duda's visit will be followed by state visits to the Republic of Rwanda and Tanzania.
In our quest to enhance collaboration in trade and economic affairs, agriculture and food security, environment and climate action, as well as our individual and collective contribution to multilateralism. The 2 MOUs, Mr. President, we have signed here bears testimony to our commitment to this collaboration. We've had extensive discussions on the imperative to enhance trade and investment between the 2 countries. Seizing the presence of a high-powered business delegation accompanying you, Mr. President, I invite them to invest in the numerous opportunities that Kenya has to offer. I also encourage them to leverage Kenya's strategic geographical advantage, with Nairobi serving as the hub and gateway for their regional and continental investments. As a technology powerhouse, Kenya offers unrivaled opportunities. President Duda and I have just witnessed the signing of 2 frameworks for cooperation. These MOUs will cement our aspirations to promote bilateral partnerships in their respective sectors and open up new avenues for collaboration between the 2 countries and peoples.
We hope that His Excellency will visit us. We hope that it will give us an opportunity to show also to the farmers and to representatives of the Ministry of Agriculture from Kenya how our agricultural sector works, how it looks like, and also the milk sector, the dairy sector, what it looks like. So today, these were the main topics of our conversation. There is still a couple of points on our agenda today, especially the most important item on the agenda is the meeting with representatives of the business circles, and we are going to have that meeting soon. Thank you very much. On
to the corridors of justice now, and Justice Fatuma Sichale has been sworn in as the appeal court representative to the Judicial Service Commission. Sichale was sworn in a ceremony presided over by Chief Justice Martha Koome at the Supreme Court. She will be replacing outgoing Justice Mohammed Wasame, who completed his 2nd term. Koome expressed confidence in Sichale's appointment, adding that she will be needed to use her years of expertise in promoting an independent and transparent judiciary. The JSC consists of 11 members, headed by the Chief Justice, 1 Supreme Court judge elected by the judges of the Supreme Court, and 1 Court of Appeal judge elected by the judges of the Court of Appeal. Crossing over to Nakuru County now, and there's been a new twist in the War Memorial Hospital land battle after the directors and the land officials were charged afresh in Nakuru court. A total of 23 charges have been preferred against the 5, namely Simeon Mwangi Watene, Roger Jocelyn Kipkemboy, Marindich Kigen, Peter Nzuki, and Stephen Kichenjo, as DPP claims previous charges aid errors. Suspects' charges range from fraudulent procuring of land registration documents, forgery, abuse of office, and conspiracy to defraud.
accused. The charge of fraudulent procuring registration of documents that on 7th day of April 2021 at the Ministry of Land at the House, the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, we procured extension of lease for 50 years in respect of a parcel in the municipality, Block 11 of the 107, which led to issuance of certificate of lease to Nakuru War Memorial Hospital Limited. Is it true or not true? Not true. Second? You just not true. Third? Not true. Fourth? Not true. Fifth? The second count is for jointly with others not before court, with the intent to defraud, you forged signature of Robert Otiti in a document, namely proposed lease extension for Nakuru Municipality Block 11, Oblique 107, and purporting that the said document originated from the Ministry of Land, Surveyor, Provincial Surveyor Office, Rift Valley, and signed by the said Robert Otiti. That you knew false or untrue. Simon, is it true or not true? Not guilty. Roger? Not true.
The hearing is on 31st July, 5th and 7th of August. Mention on 28th February for pre-trial proceedings. So, Ms. Lena, ensure that you have all the witness statements and documentary evidence. Since it is a process, that is a pre-trial proceeding and process, let all the accused persons attend court physically when they will be supplied with all those documents.
A 19-year-old male student died on the spot while 4 other people were critically injured in a fatal road accident on the Nomanga Road near Kajiado town on Sunday evening. The student had hiked a lift with his 2 other colleagues on a lorry ferrying river sand towards Kajiado town when the incident happened. The injured are currently recuperating at the Kajiado Referral Hospital and are in stable condition. According to eyewitnesses, the speeding overloaded truck lost control after hitting road bumps and rolled severally before it was stopped from plunging into a nearby river by the bridge railway guards.
Ilikuwa kwa mteremko, ilikuwa speed na ika lose control, ni kama ili fail brake. Sasa ilikuja iligonga hiyo bump mpaka iligonga hiyo chuma ikabingirika huku ikaanguka. Sasa iliua mtu mmoja, lakini wengine walisurvive. Tunawaambia madereva pia wakuwe waangalifu kwa sababu hizi malori yenye zinabeba mizigo saa zingine huwa madereva wanachoka, alafu wanapea mataniboy waendeshe. Sasa unajua saa zingine wengine hawako qualify, ndio maana sometime wana cause accident.
Kisii County Governor Simba Arati has introduced and strengthened regulations on distribution of medicine and medical supplies to the health facilities to ensure efficiency and accountability. Presiding over the distribution of drugs worth 57 million shillings from KEMSA at the Kisii Technical Teaching and Referral Hospital, the governor vowed to punish any loss or diversion into personal use of the drugs.
Today, we have received and are flagging off drugs, non-pharmaceutical laboratories, reagents, and nutritional therapeutic worth 40.5 million from KEMSA to 157 facilities in our county. This represents 73% fill rate of placed order. This order is projected to cover a population of 1.462157 people in Kisii County. To boost KEMSA's effort in the procurement and distribution of drugs, we have received drugs worth 15,617,957 from our local suppliers. However, we are still in contact with KEMSA to facilitate the delivery of non-supplies that were out of stock at their warehouses at the time of placing our order. The sub-county MOHs and pharmacists will be responsible for traceability of drugs and all commodities that we are flagging off today. It's expected that all commodities once received must be entered into the stock control card and redistribution to service delivery points using Ministry of Health Commodity Management guidelines. Movement of drugs from store to pharmacies and from pharmacies to patient must be.
Now, in an attempt to solve water connection challenges in Nanyuki's Majengo slums, Nanyuki Water and Sewerage Company has held an open day in the area where residents have gotten an opportunity to express their water concerns directly to the company officials. Most of the residents lamented about water disconnection problems, citing high water bill charges and high penalties that have accrued over time.
Ni mzaliwa hapo wa Majengo na nafurahia sana kwa sababu ya NAWASCO kuja kuangalia zile shida ambazo zinaendelea hapa za maji. Kuna ploti zingine ambazo maybe zilikatwa maji kitambo na wanasema ya kwamba wanaweza unaweza lipa polepole, na hiyo ni kitu ya maana sana. So mimi ile kitu naweza sema nashukuru sana NAWASCO kwa sababu ya kujifikisha hapa kwetu na kufanya kazi na kutuonyesha ya kwamba maji ni uhai.
Tangia wakati kampuni hii ya maji ya Nanyuki Water and Sewerage Company, kifupi NAWASCO, waliposhika usukani kutoka kwa manispaa iliyokuwepo wakati huo ikiwa serikali ya manispaa ya mji wa Nanyuki, kwa hakika hatua ni kubwa sana tumepiga kutokana na wana NAWASCO. Tangia wakati walichukua usukani wa kusambaza maji hapa katika mji huu wote wa Nanyuki. Changamoto zilizokuwa hapo hivyo mbeleni wakati wa serikali ya mitaa, yani municipality, changamoto zilikuwa nyingi sana kwa upande wa maji.
Kwa eneo ya leo ambao tuko ni eneo ambayo inaitwa Majengo, ikiangalia Vingido na soko pia, lakini Majengo specifically imekuwa ni mahali ambapo tulianzisha kampuni. Kulikuwa na shida ya vitu ambazo tunaita flying toilets, hawakuwa na vitu kama siwa, lakini mbele kabisa tulishikania na WSTF ambayo ni Water Sector Trust Fund kuleta Absan project ambayo ilikuwa inaitwa Absan kukuja kuimprove choo, ndio to avoid maneno ya flying toilets ambayo ilikuwa inaleta maugonjwa mingi.
Some sporting action now, and the Kenyan champion Jasmeet Chana, popularly known as Iceman, expects his new Rally 2 car to produce more nerve-wracking moments in his fourth attempt at the WRC Safari Rally set for the Easter weekend on March 28th to 31st this year in Naivasha. Iceman will culminate his long-standing Mitsubishi Evolution X drive to Rally 2 Maki in time for the iconic safari.
It's going to be my fourth attempt this year. The first one we did, I think we finished third overall in the Kenya National, and we were the highest placed local drivers in the WRC. This year, if we do upgrade, we want a top 10 position and win our class. Well, I usually Easter is kind of wet. I like driving in mud. I think the Guru Nanak proved my driving skills. Hopefully it's wet, but not so wet that stages are cancelled. It's good to have a little bit of rain. You know, it brings the boys out to the men. Yeah, I mean, Easter is good. The kids can go watch. They don't have to Skype school. And yes, it comes back to the old days where we start from KICC, you know, during Easter. It's a big thing for us local guys.
Of course, we'll be waiting for the WRC 2024 edition, which will be coming to you at the end of next month with a lot of expectations. Until then, of course, that particular story wraps up our bulletin at this particular moment in time. We'll be coming to you with more detailed reports in our 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. bulletins. And remember, tonight we'll be hosting the Vice President of the Law Society of Kenya, Faith Odhiambo, who is gunning to be the President or the 51st President of the Law Society of Kenya, to talk about matters of judicial independence and, of course, her quest to succeed the current President, that is Eric Theory. Until then, you can visit our website www.lookuptv.co.ke just to have a preview or have a look at the stories making headlines across the continent up to this moment in time. Until then, you do have yourself a wonderful evening, and like always, God bless.